Piers Morgan storms off set on GMB after being called out for accusing Meghan Markle.
And I understand that you don't like Meghan Markle. You've made it so clear a number of times on this program.
Piers Morgan is standing firm in his controversial remarks about Meghan Markle following his departure from Good Morning Britain. Earlier this week, the 55-year-old TV personality made the decision to depart from the British morning news show after he received backlash for his comments about Meghan's recent interview with Oprah Windfrey. During his commentary, he questioned the Duchess of Sussex's legitimacy when it came to her discussing her mental health, which she opened up about in the interview with Winfrey.
We had in tandem the conversation of he won't be given security, he's not going to be given a title. And also concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
What?
That conversation I'm never going to share.
Let's get to know more about it. So, what did Piers Morgan say? In a tweet as Wednesday's program was beginning, Morgan said, "On Monday I said I didn't believe Meghan Markle in her Oprah interview. I've had time to reflect on this opinion and I still don't." He added, "Freedom of speech is a hill I'm happy to die on. Thanks for all the love and hate. I'm off to spend more time with my opinions." His message was accompanied by a photo of Winston Churchill with a quote about free speech. Speaking outside his London home later, the presenter described his departure as amicable, adding, "I had a good chat with ITV and we agreed to disagree." He explained, "I believe in freedom of speech. I believe in the right to be allowed to have an opinion. If people want to believe Meghan Markle, that's entirely their right. I don't believe almost anything that comes out of her mouth."
I believe in freedom of speech. I believe in the right to be allowed to have an opinion. If people want to believe Meghan Markle, that's entirely their right. I don't believe almost anything that comes out of her mouth.
And I think the damage she's done to the British monarchy and the Queen at a time when Prince Philip is lying in hospital is enormous and frankly contemptible. If I have to fall on my sword for expressing an honestly held opinion about Meghan Markle and that diatribe of bills that she came out with in that interview, so be it. Before his departure on Tuesday, Morgan did concede that it was not for me to question if she felt suicidal. On Wednesday, he also said, "I think it's fair to say, although the woke crowd will think they've canceled me, I think they will be rather disappointed when I re-emerge." He added that his forthcoming absence from screens would be a temporary hibernation, and that he was always in talks with people about offers of work. Why he bad-mouthed Meghan. It's not just a case of a journalist honing in on one woman, it's more than that. Piers met Meghan years ago after he followed her on Twitter and she messaged him saying she was a fan of his. The pair developed a virtual friendship before meeting for a drink in London when Meghan visited the UK to watch Serena Williams at Wimbledon. "We had 2 hours in the pub. She had a couple of dirty martinis and pints. We got on brilliantly," he said of the meeting during an appearance on The Late Late Show. "Then I put her in a cab, and it turns out it was the cab that took her to a party where she met Prince Harry. The next night they had a solo dinner, and that was the last I ever heard from Meghan Markle. I never heard from her again. Meghan Markle ghosted me." From his retelling of the encounter, from his perspective, where he says she looked $1 million and something special, it seemed as if he was hurt that someone he had developed a friendship with was no longer interested. Of course, it makes perfect sense from Meghan's side. You go to London and are set up with Prince Harry. You probably don't want to divulge everything you've been up to one of the most notorious tabloid reporters in the UK. Like the accused royals, Piers Morgan also seems to judge Meghan Markle by the color of her skin. That is quite unfortunate. Alex Beresford calls out Piers Morgan. English weatherman Alex Beresford has gained recognition this week after confronting Piers Morgan on ITV's Good Morning Britain. After Morgan made disparaging on-air remarks about Meghan Markle and her revelations about her mental health during her recent sit-down with Oprah Windfrey, Beresford spoke up and called his co-panelist's behavior pathetic and diabolical. The move prompted Morgan to storm off set during the Tuesday broadcast, and later that day, it was announced that he would be leaving his post at the morning news show. "I wish I had the privilege to sit on the fence," Beresford tweeted following the confrontation with Morgan. "In order for me to do that, I would have to strip myself of my identity, and that's not something I can do. It's not any of our places to pick apart claims of racism in order to make us feel more comfortable." The irony. After calling out Meghan Markle after her interview, Piers Morgan himself is being called out by numerous people and journalists. Not long after the news broke that Morgan had stormed off the Good Morning Britain set and announced that he was leaving the ITV program, celebrities took to Twitter to share their experiences and feelings for him. Chelsea Handler posted a video of when she appeared on Morgan's CNN show, which aired for 3 seasons and was canceled in 2011. During their chat, Handler calls Morgan a terrible interviewer and says he's not able to pay attention for 60 seconds. The comedian captioned the clip, "Some assholes get better, some just stay the same," at Piers Morgan. Meanwhile, Jamila Jamil posted to social media that she contemplated suicide after feuding with Morgan on Twitter. "I almost killed myself a year ago because of Piers Morgan's relentless campaign of lies and hatred against me last February," the Good Place actress wrote. "I'm glad I'm still alive today for many reasons." In response to Morgan leaving GMB, Jamil wrote on Instagram, "Now we don't have to keep watching young marginalized people screamed at and gaslit over their own marginalization anymore on mainstream broadcasting." Even Today's Show weatherman and co-host Al Roker seemed pleased with Morgan's departure from GMB as he posted a pic of the controversial TV personality writing, or more accurately, text singing, "Na na na na, na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye." That's all for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. While you're here, go ahead and click on one of the 2 videos on your screen. See you there!